They're not that special.
No, they're okay.
Medusa's all right.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of just put all of the Court of the Archon in and say you're probably not going to use it.
Yeah.
I think some of them are decent. The Medusa is the best one, but if they're near the Archon, they get better. But the thing is, you're probably not going to take an Archon, so therefore you're probably not going to take. If you have them, they're not bad, but you're probably not going to do it. Bad Cow Crazy says MSU is the way to go for all armies. No, I disagree.
Definitely disagree.
Sometimes you can, but your aura buffs is the name of the game. Your aura buffs is what makes your army like awesome.
For a lot of them, like Dark Eldar don't have auras, so probably not going to benefit.
They have some. You're right. They have some, but they're very specific. It's like the Succubus with the Witch. It's Drazor with the Incubi. But for a lot of armies, it's not MSU. It is taking full-size units. Yes. It really just varies because for armies that have lots of layered buffs, you do want full-size units. Like Orcs take full-size unit pretty much every time. Same with Blood Angels.
Mm-hmm. Then we've got the Succubus. Succubus and Witches both have the no escape rule, which is super powerful. When you charge in at the end of the combat, or when somebody tries to fall back, you both roll off. If you win the dice roll, they can't. If they win, they can. So powerful. That is one of the best rules because now your units aren't getting shot. Really, really good. Lilith is a beast. So many attacks. Hits hard. She has the no escape rule as well. And she has a 3+ invo save in close combat.
There is no 2+ reroll invulnerable saves that we know of. That was like a goal to get rid of that crap.
Yeah.
Lilith is a beast. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, yeah, it's fine. She has 7 attacks in close combat. She's a beast. Homunculuses are really good. They give all Homunculus Coven units within 6 +1 toughness. What?
Everyone's saying I've got the pox and hay fever.
You've got the hay fever?
I just sneezed and I'm hot because it's hot.
Good.
Lilith is a beast. And then the no escape rule is so freaking good, dude.
Yep, we're on to homunculuses that give everybody +1 toughness.
Don't
we already talked about
how good. Don't you look at me like that.
We already talked about how good Lilith was.
Don't eyeball me, boy.
Listen to me when I talk.
I was too busy dying of my hay fever.
Get better. Drazor is a monster. I don't think I've ever seen him on the table until now. Gives other Incubi +1 attack. Somebody brought it up earlier. Isn't it kind of unfortunate that by turn 3 they lose that ability because everybody gains that? Yeah, it's unfortunate, but Drazor is a beast. He is basically like an entire Incubi unit by himself.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Like Frankie has like bent me over the table so many times with the stupid Incubi with Drazor.
Yeah.
Because Raiders are actually hard to kill.
Yep.
Like they have a 5++, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. And then the damn thing comes up and you're like, oh shit.
Here they come, boys.
And then they come out and they just wreck you. It's like they hit so freaking hard.
Yeah.
And they're just Drazor is a beast. And then you come in with another unit of witches and then you pin me in there. And you're like, ah! You're like, and again. Ah!
Yeah. No,
they're good.
Dark Eldar are amazing. Coblight Warriors, excellent. They're low points. They get power from pain. They're
great shooting.
Great shooting. They have
Lots of
rapid fire
options.
weapons, especially in their vehicles that move so fast. They fly up, they shoot you with a bunch of shots, and then they just keep running away from you. Really good.
No, Raiders are not hard to kill. Or, I mean, they are hard to kill.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
Yeah.
They're really, really, really good. Raiders are, I would say they're probably the best transport in the game.
Yes, yeah, they're super good. Coblight Trueborn, excellent. You get more blasters in there. Blasterborn are back, baby. Or you could take some with Dark Lances and send them in the back, or you can put them in a vehicle. Witches, like we were talking about, are great with their no escape rule. They get their 4+ invo save in close combat, and a lot of their weapons are actually really good, especially when you pair them up with combat drugs. You can get like witch units that have like 4 attacks. Pretty good.
Betakis, ask us some more Eldar questions. I'm sorry that you're disappointed that we breeze over Eldar. It's just we may have the beast keyword, as Viper666 said, but we are a little tired. But please ask us questions, and we'll be happy to go over any Eldar stuff that we missed.
Yeah, we have been doing this for 4.5 hours now.
Yes,
so.
but we're gonna finish.
Hang with us. Blood Brides, Witches on crack.
But
they
better.
get more attacks.
You're just gonna take the Blood Brides. There's no reason to take the Witches, in my opinion.
Incubi, excellent. Like we were talking about, they have 3 attacks.
Mandrakes are awesome.
Mandrakes are great. They have a shooting attack that's actually worthwhile. Assault 2, Strength 4, -1 AP. And each wound roll of a 6 does a mortal wound.
Yeah, they're amazing. Yep. They do mortal wounds. They can still pop up. Yep.
They pop up 9 inches away.
They have invulnerable save. They're actually decent in combat. They're like really good.
You get -1 to hit them, and then they have their 5+ invo save.
Stir Crazy, the new Primaris tank, the hover tank. I like it. I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't know anything else about it.
Rax, They're good. They've got their liquefier guns, which are excellent.
+1 toughness from the freaking homunculus.
AP minus D3. And then they've got their cool little sniper rifle, which isn't bad. It's -3 AP, which is excellent.
Davo123, yeah. If you move in any way, you get -1 to hit.
Yep.
With heavy weapons. But one of the things that make Dark Eldar so good is that heavy weapons on their vehicles become assault weapons.
Yeah, so it plays true to their fluff where they're flying around all fast like. Grotesque, really good because you can take a shit ton of liquefier guns.
Yeah, and you
they just run up the table shooting flamers at you. Beastmasters with the beasts. Weird how it all works. It used to be one big unit. Now it's all these single models. I mean, they're okay, but they're just a lot different than they used to be.
The Waz Studio, yes, Kid Mandrakes. The models are beautiful.
The Mandrakes are great.
They're really, really good. They're fragile, though.
Yes.
They're fragile. Beticus was saying, what about Fire Prisms and Night Spinners? They're okay. They're a solid okay. They're not bad.
Yep.
Their damage output's pretty good.
They're like hammerheads.
They're okay.
Yep.
Like, Lehman Russ is better. Humorously, the Lehman Russ is better now because he can take 3 heavy flamers and he's harder to kill. So, like, they all want to sit back and shoot, which is what they do.
Yep.
But they don't really do that much damage. That's the problem, right? Like, they have, you basically have one gun. Like, you have the underslung gun and it's okay. Whereas a Lehman Russ gets up in your face, sets you on fire, and then blows something else up with his battle cannon. For a gunship tank, you will find that you'll take the Wave Serpent every time.
Yes.
I hope that answers your question.
All right, Raiders, they move 14 inches, ridiculously fast. So you pair that up with your guns. I mean, you effectively have a 26-inch range, like rapid fire range. Really good.
Do Aether Sails do anything? I don't think they do
no,
anymore.
They do not.
Yeah.
But you could take a shock prow, gives you -1, or it comes with a shock prow -1. You get 1 additional attack. If you charge, you get D3 instead. Woo! And then they have Night Shield, so they have their 5+ invo save against shooting. They are also flyers, or they have the fly special rule. So say they charge you, what they can do is they fly away, and then they can still shoot with the Raider. The guys inside, however, cannot. They are treated as falling back from combat. Venoms, pretty good. I mean, more times than not, we were taking Raiders just because they had more transport capacity.
Yeah.
They were tougher, and they had the Dark Lances. The Dark Lances are really good. Strength 8, -4 AP, D6 damage.
Tid Blom, would a Wraith Knight army be as good as an Imperial Knight army? It's different. They don't have the feet, if I remember correctly. So the Knights got more guns, is more versatile, has the shooting, but the Wraith Knight has better defense because its Scatter Shield is in melee too. I don't know.
Oh, no, they do have the feet.
They do have Titanic feet. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, they have 4 attacks.
I think they're pretty comparable. If you want to do a Wraith Knight army, I think you'd be just fine. They're really damn good. They're very similar to Knights.
Yeah. Reaver jet bikes, extremely good. The Reaver jet bikes are really good at surrounding those transports and keeping people from getting out. And then they also have their heat lances, which are beasts.
And then the Venoms are -1 to hit. I don't know if you covered that.
Yeah. Venoms are -1 to hit. Sorry.
Yeah, they're quite good. Blasterborn are great in those.
But yeah, Reavers are really good. Their heat lances are Assault 1, Strength 6, -5 AP, D6 damage. And then if you're within half range, you get to roll 2 dice and drop the lowest for damage.
Yes, and Hellions are absolutely awesome now. Really good unit. So much better than they are now. It's not even funny.
Yeah, they have hit and run, which is really good. So the hit and run is they can actually leave combat and charge something else.
Yes.
So good because most people, when you leave combat, you can't do anything. These guys can actually leave combat and still shoot and charge because they have fly.
Trapping units and transports is still a thing, Brother Ericos, if the transport can't fly.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons why flying transports are so good. Because you're just like, oh, peace, see you later. Whereas like a Land Raider's like, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
We did do Orcs, Raichu Kase. Go check the Google Doc with the notes or wait to watch it again during, you can watch the replay of it.
The Dark Eldar flyers are extremely good. The Void Mine is a monster.
Yes.
Bombers are actually pretty good. And then the missiles on the Razor Wing are extremely good. Thank goodness the flyers are good.
Yeah, they're amazing. Like, because they don't get the -1 to hit for moving and shooting heavy weapons.
Yeah.
And the missiles are great. The Void Mine is great. I think they're the best flyers that we've seen so far.
The Talos is an excellent backfield unit. You don't really take it for its firepower. You take it for its close combat, and it just kind of protects the back of your army or holds objectives for you. The Talos is pretty good. Scourges are excellent. Just a good jump pack unit. They can
Yeah,
take heavy weapons.
They have the fly keyword. They can deep strike.
Yep.
Good defense. And then what we were seeing is that you take them with the heat lance.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing.
Not bad.
Yes, the hover vehicles have the fly keyword. So wave
lot of things
serpents,
have fly.
devilfish, land speeders, assault marines, crisis suits, scourges. And what that means is you can move over models in terrain and you can go out of combat and still shoot. It's amazingly good.
Really good. And then Ravagers, excellent. Take 3 Dark Lances or 3 Disintegrator Cannons. Disintegrator Cannons are Assault 3, Strength 5, -3 AP, 2 damage.
Trueborn asks, is it worth taking the missiles on the Void Raven, Dark Scythe versus Void Lance? What's your opinion?
Ooh, let's see. On the Void Raven?
The missiles on the Razor Wing Jet Fighter are really good.
Yes, the missiles are definitely worthwhile. Yeah, the missiles, you take the missiles every time. It makes it more of a gunboat. And after it drops its mine, it's not useless.
Yes, we are marathoners.
All right, we're done with that. Harlequins, another army that is extremely powerful.
I think Harlequins are one of the best armies in the game.
Yes,
They're
I totally agree.
Raveners are mad cow crazy. Raveners are stupid good.
Yeah.
They're so good. They bop around with 3 Dark Lances or 3 Disintegrators, blasting shit at full ballistic skill. They're super fast. They can move 14 inches and shoot. It's ridiculous. They have a 5++. They're fairly hard to kill. Ravagers are amazing. Predators wish they were Ravagers.
Yes.
Like, they're so good.
Yep.
It's the mobility. It's awesome.
All right, so Harlequins. I totally forgot to use my psychic powers last time I played you. Anyways,
Jedi mind tricks.
yeah, so they have Fog of Dreams, which is crazy powerful. You select a visible enemy unit. They subtract 1 whenever they're shooting at Harlequins. Really good. Yeah, they've got great psychic powers.
Let's talk about Rising Crescendo, the thing that makes them ridiculous.
The Rising Crescendo is the most ridiculous thing. So units with this ability can advance and charge in the same turn. In addition, they can fall back and still shoot / charge.
Yeah.
They're ridiculously
the ninja
fast,
clowns
dude.
are like flipping through windows, jumping over your units, kicking you in the nuts.
So good.
They hit so hard. They're so fast. Their powers are so good. Their buffs are crazy.
Yeah.
The Starweaver, their transport is -1 to wound, so you can never wound it better on a 3+. The most powerful gun in the game can shoot it, and it's wounding on a 3+.
So good.
It's so good. You just bum rush forward with Starweavers loaded with dudes. You don't kill them all with your shooting. And then they jump out, the ninja clown kick you in the face. The solitaire flies over your whole army and then kills your support characters. You're like, God damn it.
Harlequins are amazing. They, like Reese was saying, they jump over you. They move 8 inches, so they're super fast. And they advance, so they can advance and jump over you and still charge and all that stuff. They're crazy.
They're so
good.
ridiculously good.
Yeah.
So
and
like,
they can all take fusion pistols, which are excellent. Strength 8, -4, D6 damage.
So Frankie was getting in his stupid speeder, driving up, shooting me, did a drive-by, blows me up with his melta pistols, and then jumps out and ninja kicks me.
Yes.
You're a jerk.
They're really good. They have all sorts of great weapons. The Neuro Disruptor, which is another pistol, -3 AP, D3 damage. The Embrace is really good. It's strength 4, -3 AP, 1 damage. Harlequin's Kiss is excellent. Strength 4, -1 AP and D3 damage.
So basically, they kick your ass in combat.
They are so good.
And they'll shoot your face off. And they all have a 4-up invulnerable save.
They all have a 4+ Invo save. They have the Foot Belt, which allows them to move across terrain and models as if they weren't there.
And they move 8 inches.
Yes.
They're so good.
And don't forget they have 4 attacks each.
Yeah, Harlequins are ridiculous. I think they're one of the best melee units in the game.
Yep. Troop Master is excellent. It allows you to reroll failed wound rolls in the fight phase, so it makes all those close combat weapons even better. Let's see, the Death Jester. Go ahead.
Trueborn 44 says, I didn't think the Solitaire was that good. Or I didn't know the Solitaire was that good. Why don't you talk about it? Because I have PTSD from getting solitaired.
Let's go ahead and talk about the Solitaire. So you can still only take 1 in your army. They hit on 2s. They have 8 attacks. So 8 attacks.
Yeah.
Not bad. And then
And
with
they
those
do
8 attacks,
D3 damage each.
so they can either attack with their Kiss, which is -1 AP, D3 damage, or they attack with their Caress, which is strength 5, -2 AP, 1 damage. They have a 3+ Invo save, and they get their Blitz ability, which is once per game. They move an additional 2d6, and you can advance. So they're moving 12 inches normally, plus 2d6, plus 3d6 pretty much. and they get +2 attacks. They go up to 10 attacks.
And they ignore terrain and models.
Yeah, so they basically just fly over your army, attack whatever they want. They have a 3+ invo save, so they're not easy to kill. They have 5 wounds.
And they're not getting instant kill anymore because that's not a thing.
No. Yeah,
So-
they're so powerful.
Frankie was like I had all my screens. He like over all of them, and then my psyker in the back was like, "Uh-oh."
Yep. Yeah, so basically what you can do with this guy is you fly your vehicle up, charge something, and then the next turn your solitaire jumps out wherever you want him to go. It's really good. Shadow Seer is probably the best HQ in
Dude,
here.
that guy sucks.
Basically, your opponent must subtract 1 from the wound rolls for any attacks made against this model and for attacks made against friendly infantry units within range.
It's the Shadow Seer is what he's like the secret sauce to make the army ridiculous.
Yeah, he makes it to where you're wounding them on 4s in most cases, and in some cases 5s.
So here's the comedy gold. If you're an Eldar player, take lots of Harlequins
Yes.
and play Ynnari, and take Dark Eldar. Before it was like the best way to make Dark Eldar better was to take more Eldar.
Now it's the other way around.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some shining stars in the Eldar army, but if you play pure Craft World, and I hope that you guys do better than me, I was getting my ass kicked a lot.
I enjoyed it.
So maybe I just suck at playing them, and maybe you guys will do better. But
So then their main transport, the Star Weaver, you subtract 1 when you shoot at it. Super powerful. It only has 6 wounds, T5, 4-up save, but it does have a 4-up invo save, like most of the other army.
Tanzer's Dream, do you take foot or transports?
All transports. The transports are so good because you deny Overwatch and stuff, so you don't get hit with flamers. Their transport moves 16 inches as well, so it's extremely fast. And it's getting -1 to hit when people are shooting at it. So it's really resilient, especially with the 4+ invo save.
Yeah, no, the -1 to hit does not work in a transport. Almost nothing no auras work from inside of a transport.
Yeah, so the Shadow Seer has to jump out, which
Yeah.
makes him vulnerable to
Kinda.
snipers, but
Oh, yes.
you're -1 to
Yeah.
wound him. So
He actually is vulnerable to snipers.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's pretty much it. Their other guys are okay. You got the guys on the bikes, which are really
okay.
fast. They hit okay.
Yeah.
But really and truly, you take all troops. You take a troop master, maybe even 2, Shadow Seer, and a solitaire, and your list is solid.
Beticus
super
is asking about Hemlocks and Crimson Hunters. They were okay. The Crimson Hunter has a lot of firepower per usual. He's a little expensive. And then the Hemlock, it's been so long since I used it. Let me refresh my memory. He has a 6-up to ignore wounds. Eldar Psychers are actually really good at casting powers and ignoring damage
Yeah.
from it. The Eldar Psychers are still amazing.
Jaggles 42. So stacking with the psychic power, can orcs just not shoot the transport?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's unfortunately true.
Take that, orcs.
That is unfortunately true. Enemy Psychers get -1. Hemlock's okay.
Yeah. Sad Clown, I usually only take 1 Shadow Seer.
Oh no, I forgot. The Hemlock has the Assault D3, Strength 10, 8b4, 2 damage. No, his damage output's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Eldar Flyers are okay. The Dark Eldar Flyers we found were a lot better.
Yeah. And then we've got the Ynnari.
We kind of already covered it, so we'll go through it pretty quick.
Oh, we got to talk about their strength from death. The main reason to take them.
We did cover it, but you know what? We'll
Okay.
cover it again. When a unit gets killed, so you take Ynnari, you replace, you give them the keyword Ynnari, and they're no longer like Eldari or Drukari or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when a Ynnari unit dies, infantry or bikers, so no more Wraith Knights exploding and doing it. That was really silly. Each enemy unit is completely destroyed within 7 inches of 1 or more units with this ability, except in the morale phase. Pick one of these units to make a soul burst action. So it's only infantry and bikes. It's no longer like crazy units. You can move as if it were the movement phase. Cast a psychic power as if it were the psychic phase. That does not get around the rule of 1 in match play. You can shoot as if it were the shooting phase. Charge as if it were the charge phase. You can fight as if it were the fight phase. So what we have found is that running MSU Eldar with Harlequins and Dark Eldar is kind of a mixed pot with Ynnari.
Yeah.
Works really well. Really well.
Viper 666. You've been asking this question for a while. Sorry about that. Obstacles only slow you down when you advance or charge over them. And
It's
if you're a
only
monster or a
vehicles.
vehicle.
Infantry move through them with no
Yes.
problem.
And then if you have the special rule Titanic, you ignore them.
Yeah. They're pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I don't know how often you'll see them, but they're pretty cool. The Incarn is really, really good. I think I'm a fanboy of the Avatar, but the Incarn is pretty good. She like teleports around the table.
Plus, she's fabulous. She looks.
She is
fabulous.
she is absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
The Incarn, I would say yes. The Incarn is a badass. She's a character. She has 9 wounds. She can hide, and then she like teleports around. She hits very hard. She rerolls failed wound rolls. Yeah, she's good. She's really good. Yvraine and the Vizark, they're pretty good. Yvraine is a Psyker. She can do two powers. She can attempt to deny the witch twice. 4 invul save. You can add 1 to her psychic and deny the witch test, which is great. Eldrad, I think, is still the best. Eldrad's great. He's very expensive, but he's a really good Psyker.
Yeah.
And then she regains lost wound on a 4+ when a unit dies within 7 inches of her. She's pretty good. I wasn't super impressed with any of the Inari characters. The Incarn was the one.
It's really just kind of bundling them together and then using those special abilities.
Yeah. Huge turd.
Is that his name?
That's a great name. The mortal wounds ignore invulnerable saves, and so I'm going off the cuff here. Please, I'm not like saying this is the way it is. I don't think that counts as failing a save for the Shadow Field, so I don't think you would lose it. Plug and bug. I thank you for the review. When will you place it? I can't answer those questions. Our NDA prohibits us from answering questions about the playtest process. I'm sorry. We are making a video about the playtest process, and then we're going to shoot it over to G-Dubs and see what they say. And if they think it's cool, we'll post it. If they don't, no big deal. We won't. So hopefully we can tell you guys more about it, but right now we can't. Sorry.
All right, boys. We only have like 3 more factions to go.
Yeah!
Necrons! Necrons are beasts.
They're so good.
They are beast mode. So they have reanimation protocol, which now they get back up on the following turn and such on a 5+. Pretty good.
Let me read that really quick. Yeah, so you've been playing them more than I have.
They also have living metal, which their characters gain back a wound every turn. Not bad. And then they've got their Catan special rules, which,
So yeah, Necrons, the big thing is that when you die, say you have a unit of 10 guys, you take 4 casualties. Turn 2, you roll 5 ups, 2 get back. Turn 3, you roll 2, 1 gets back. Turn 4, you roll again. Let's just say you make it, they're back up to full strength.
Yep.
You keep rolling until the unit is dead, or you make the reanimation protocol.
Yes, it is extremely good. You get to roll for it every single turn, and it's for all of the guys that are gone out of the unit. It's really good. Necrons are one of the armies that are really heavily influenced by their auras.
Yes.
Their character auras and like character buffs and stuff like that are so powerful. It makes these walking robots really scary.
Eldrad Jr., why don't we have chairs? Bro, don't you know standing desks are the wave of the future? They extend your life. And we're standing on a pad. It doesn't really, it's actually not uncomfortable.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some of these. Overlords are extremely good. You get to pick an infantry unit within 6 inches, and you get to add 1 to their advance, charge, and hit rolls.
That's pretty good.
The entire unit gains that benefit, and you get to pick that every single turn.
Yeah. So,
Overlords are super good.
Yeah, and Lords are good too.
Lords are excellent.
But the Overlords, so you take units of 20 Necron Warriors, and then you put +1 to hit. Now they're hitting on a 2.
Yep.
Their gun is rapid fire. It's AP 1. They're walking up, just shrugging off damage, blasting. Once they get into 12-inch range, they just waste you.
Yep, they have their Staff of Lights, which are really good. 12-inch range, Assault 3, Strength 5, -2 AP. And they get Resurrection Orbs once per game. You get to re-roll your reanimation protocols for units within 3 inches.
It's so...
Or for 1 unit within 3 inches, sorry.
It's so good.
Yeah. So basically, if you take like a 20-man unit down to 1, this guy's like Resorb, and then you're like, all right, reanimation and a reroll reanimation.
And then you with Cryptex, you get 2 4-ups.
Yep.
You're like, 10 got back up. 15 or 5 got back up again. Now I'm back up to 6. You went from 1 to 16. You're like, that's happened to me multiple times where I was like, God damn it.
So you know what's funny? I just noticed all Necrons are leadership 10 except for the Stormlord. He is leadership 9. It's a little weird.
The big boss is
I think that might have been an oversight, but whatever.
That's really funny.
All right, no, he's more scared than other robots.
Eldrad Jr., you're right. Stupid men stand.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right, then the Lord, you get to reroll failed morale checks. It's really not going to come into play all that often since your leadership 10, but at least it's there. Cryptex, like we were talking about, you get +1 to your reanimation for all units within 3 inches. Really good. The Necron armies are going to be doing the spoken wheel, like we were talking about earlier, or the octopus, where you're going to have like big lines of guys going around, and then characters in the center buffing them up.
Yep.
Destroyer Lords are great. They buff up destroyers. You get to reroll hit rolls of 1 for him, and then what does he give you? He gives you reroll wound rolls of 1 for friendly destroyers within 6 inches.
Yeah, he's pretty good. We don't use them as much.
Not as much as you used to, but he's okay.
The Overlord Lord combo is just in Cryptek, but the Illuminor Caesarus is where it's at because he permanently buffs a unit of Immortals or Warriors with +1 Strength, Toughness, or Ballistic Skill.
Ballistic Skill, yep.
For the whole game. What?
Yeah,
and you do it once per turn.
Yeah, so the named characters are like the key, which is great because they have like 10 of them. So you've got Nemzer Zandrek, which you were talking about.
No, I was talking about Caesarus.
Oh, sorry. So this guy buffs up infantry. Every turn you pick a unit and then you roll on the chart. You give them either +1 attack, +1 ballistic skill, or reroll failed charge rolls for that unit. Oh, wait a minute. Each of your turns. Oh, yeah. So you can do this buff at each of your turns.
And does it last? And this just lasts for the turn.
This one just lasts for the turn.
Right, that's right.
So this one's a little bit different. And then he is also... He's also an Overlord. So.
Proctoso asks what weapons you recommend taking for Harlequins.
I always went with the Kisses, I believe. I think it was the Kisses. I don't remember.
Oh, Mariana Nightbot is advertising terrain. If you guys do want to pick up any of the 8th edition pre-orders, please make sure to go over to frontlinegaming.org or hit us up, give us a call. We do have it at a discount with free shipping for orders over $99, and we would be happy to hook you up. The Satan Shards, you were taking the Caress, I think. Or no, it was the one that did D3.
It's the Embrace.
Yeah.
So for the troops, you take the Embrace, and then for like the Solitaire and stuff, you take the Kiss. Or you use the Kiss most often. And then you've got Oberon. Oberon is another Overlord giving you the +1 to hit and stuff like that.
Hey, Grin Bear, thank you so much for subscribing, dude. We really appreciate it. That's awesome.
Illuminor Zosis, this is the guy that you're talking about.
Wait, hold on. Viper666 says you always go with some caresses, then you go with some kisses, and then you go for the real thing.
What's the real thing?
That's good advice. Yes, please elaborate on that.
Illuminor is he's like kind of the key for the Necrons because he buffs up a unit of Warriors or Immortals every single turn, and this buff lasts for the rest of the game. So it's either +1 Strength, +1 Toughness, or +1 Ballistic Skill. Necron Warriors that are T5 are pretty good. Pretty good.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, really and truly, the funny thing is you don't want the Ballistic Skill one because you have all the other buffs that you can give out to other people anyways. And then he's also a Cryptek, so he's giving you the +1 to reanimation.
Yeah. Rocks2112 says the big problem with Necrons is that they still only have a 24-inch range. Yeah, that is the thing you work around. You'll take some destroyers, like heavy destroyers, to give you some range, but your opponent's going to kill them first. That's what I usually do. I just kill the destroyers because they're the longest range. And then the Necrons like inexorably advance towards you, and you're like blasting them, and you're like, shit. So Necrons, that is the problem. And when you play Hammer and Anvil or whatever, which your opponent's almost always going to do to you, you're like, crap.
Yeah.
So you'll find yourself playing Hammer and Anvil like half the times that you play the tournament.
But they're so resilient, it doesn't really matter. Anrecker, the Traveler, is also extremely good. He gives all your infantry within 3 inches +1 attack.
So, no, I know. He's amazing. Yes. Anrecker is another one that you'll take all the time. Good question, though.
Yep.
Really good question. How does Tesla Immortals plus My Will Be Done interact? Because My Will Be Done is +1 to hit, right?
Yes.
And then Immortals explode on a 6? Tesla.
Yep.
So, yeah, what it does, it's like Age of Sigmar. You actually add to the roll. So if you roll a 5, it's a 6. If you roll a 6, it's a 7. They have exploding 6+. So then the Tesla explodes on a 5 or a 6. It's really freaking good.
Yeah.
So if you can stack multiple +1s to hit somehow, they would be exploding on like a 4, 3. It's really, really good.
Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about the Immortals. The Immortals are really powerful.
They're great.
They're really, really good.
I think Warriors are better because they can take a bigger unit. They're more likely to survive and they get more mileage out of the buffs.
Yeah.
But Immortals, you usually use like 1 or 2 units of Immortals and they hit so much harder.
Yeah, their firepower is way better. But yeah, the Warriors aren't bad. I mean, your strength 4, -1 AP, and then with the buffs, you can get up to like 3 attacks. not terrible. Lich Guard are pretty good as well. Power weapons. What's up?
Quick question. How do you deal with vehicles? Yeah, the destroyers, heavy destroyers are pretty expensive, but you have to remember they can come back. And Brother Ericos, you're welcome. We're happy to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be horse as can be tomorrow, but
They use the heavy destroyers, which will tear apart vehicles really fast, or the warriors. If the warriors get within rapid fire range and you're hitting on twos, the amount of damage that you dish out is crazy, especially at -1 AP. They'll eat apart a vehicle pretty quick.
the Stronghold, Tesla and Gauss are both really good. Tesla, again, because you're going to be exploding on 5s and 6s, getting more shots. But then the Gauss is -2 AP. They're both really good.
Yeah.
And then Lich Guard, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Lich Guard are way better than they were.
Yeah. So they have their hyper phase swords, which is -3 AP, or they can take the war scythe, which makes them strength 7, -4 AP, 2 damage. When they take the sword, they get their dispersion shields, which give them a 4+ invo save, and they're pretty good. They can also look out, sir, for characters. You just roll a d6 on a 2+. They take the wound instead, and it's dealt into a mortal wound. Are they doing Badger?
Protoso, thank you very much for joining us, man. Yeah, we've been here for a long time, but catch the VOD. Just remember at what time you jumped out, and you can jump back and catch the rest.
Death marks are
These are deadly snipers.
Pretty good.
They're deadly snipers.
Yep. I mean, they get a lot of shots. They can deep strike. Yeah.
Well, the reason that they're good, right? They deep strike into rapid fire range. They're all snipers with a rapid fire 1 gun. So at 12 inches, and you deep strike within 9. And I'm not a retard, right? They still deep strike.
Yeah, they still deep strike. Yeah.
So then you give them +1 to hit, and they're gonna hit on a 2, and then you're gonna get a lot of mortal wounds. They can ace a character in 1 volley. If you take a unit of 10, they drop down, boop, and you have pretty good odds of smoking like a 5-wound character. So I mean, 5, 6s is asking a lot, but then you're going to do a lot of wounds normally too.
Yeah.
I think they're one of the better. I think they're one of the better sniper units in the game.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Dragon Daddy, thank you for subscribing for 10 months. Wow, thank you so much, man.
So flayed ones are a secret sauce. They can do the crazy tunnel out of the ground 9 inches away. Then you can buff them to where they get +1 on their charge, and then you need your command dice to
flayed ones
get
are
that.
shit.
And then if you take the other character, they get 5 attacks.
Dude, the flayed ones are so freaking good. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. They reroll wounds, and then they're hitting on 2s in close combat. They
Yeah.
are monsters.
They're monsters. So Frankie would, one of the things that he would do to me, and when you guys are asking like, oh, how do you get over the range? He would have a big unit of 20 flayed ones come up in the backfield, and then you're like, shit, and you turn around and you start blasting them, and like they're still reanimating, not as well.
Yeah.
But they're like the hammer, they're like the anvil, and the hammer's the rest of your army. So what he would do is he'd pincher me, and it was really hard because you have to put so much firepower in to kill the flayed ones, and then in the meantime you can't deal with the warriors coming up. But you had trouble when I took a lot of long range shooting units against you.
Yep.
Like we did hammer and anvil, and I had like what, 5 Torox primes.
Yes.
That was a bitch.
You cheeseball.
I am a cheeseball.
But yeah, flayed ones are extremely good. I mean, getting up to 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling wounds. Not bad.
Yeah, Viper 666 being 360-degree fire arc makes monoliths infinitely better.
Yes, monoliths are pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, Necrons are super powerful. All their buffs, all that. What's up?
Would you rather take a Doomsday Arc or Heavy Destroyers?
Heavy destroyers, every time.
Well, because the vehicles have living metal and the characters do too. They regain a wound every turn, which is really good. Necron characters are so hard to kill.
Yep.
Usually I just ignore them. And try and kill the units.
Yeah.
With Necrons, you got to kill a unit dead. The Doom Scythe.
It's pretty good. I mean, it has heavy D3, so it gets D3 shots, strength 10, -4, D6. Downside is it's heavy, so you're hitting on 4s.
Ulia Jim, yeah, Torox Primes are one of the best gunships we've played in the Imperium.
Yes.
And then you take like Yark in the back, like fist pumping. Wait, do they have Asher Militarum keyword? Do they? Right? Oh, wrong book.
But yeah, Canoptic Race are not as good as they used to be, but they're still pretty good. They have 3 attacks. They move 12 inches. They have their 3+ invo save.
Oh yeah, Torox Primes do have the Asher Militarum keyword. So Yark can fist pump behind them, give them reroll 1s, and they're hitting on a 3. They're so powerful.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, so then heavy destroyers, they basically have las cannons. They ignore the moving and firing heavy penalty. They move 10. They have 36-inch range. They reroll 1s to hit, and then if you have the destroyer lord, they're rerolling 1s to wound, which is really good. And then the Canoptic Spiders can add units to Scarabs, which is really good. But yeah, overall, Necrons are powerful.
What about the Tesseract Vault? We had a question about that. Oh, and then the Anti-Barge. The Annihilation Barge is really good again, too.
Yeah, he has a lot of shots. He has Assault 8, Strength 7, 1 damage every 6. It gives you 3 hits instead.
Yeah.
They will put down a lot of fire.
And the Monolith is quite good again. The Night Scythe is a really good flyer because of the transport capacity. Although Necrons, you'll find, want to go into Phalanx. They want the characters in the middle, want the Warriors and Immortals around them. I think it'd be a good way to deliver like Lich Guard or something like that in the Night Scythe.
So the Tesseract Vault, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's okay. It has a lot of shots. I mean, it has 4 Tesla spheres, so it has 20 shots that are strength 7, 1 damage, and then every 6 causes 3 hits.
What? Were you not a fan?
Good.
That's pretty good. It's expensive though.
It's very expensive. It's T7, 28 wounds, 3 up save. It's really resilient as living metal, but I don't know. It's so expensive for what you get. But
did they take away the transport capacity from Night Scythe? Did they really? Oh God, we haven't played these. We haven't played Necrons in a long time. I'm sorry, guys. Wow, I forgot about that.
What? No, it hasn't.
Oh, invasion beams. Yeah, okay.
what are they talking
You
about?
get out of here, my name legend.
Yeah, they still have it.
Ha!
But
I'm not wrong again.
But if you use invasion beams and you kill the Night Scythe before you get to deploy your guys, the unit's gone. They're stuck on the Tomb World.
Yeah, no, they still have the transport capacity. You tripped me out there. How many wounds do destroyers reanimate with?
I believe they just come back with 1.
I do not remember, but we'll check. Yeah, the Monolith is expensive, but he's really, really hard to kill. And he can do like D6 mortal wounds. Just come back full strength. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Doesn't really say. I can't remember off the top of my head either.
Jagles, we can't really go into too much detail about that, but I can say that we literally played like every unit in the game, legitimately. Like we put a lot of work into it. Satan are good because they can't be targeted. Says Viper 666. Yeah, we'll double check. I don't remember if they have the character keyword. I think they do. And like the Nightbringer hits like a freight train. Yeah. Everyone's asking about quantum shielding too because it's weird.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how many wounds they.
I think they just come back full strength.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So quantum shielding.
Bedicus monoliths take units. They do teleport units, but I think you pull them out of reserves.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't pull them out of combat and stuff like that anymore. We'll double check though. I forget.
So here quantum shielding. So basically, every time somebody shoots you and they do damage, say it does D6 damage and they roll 6, as long as you roll below the 6,
they do no damage.
No damage.
Yeah, it's really good.
So quantum shielding is extremely good, except for against small arms fire, which is really funny. But yeah, quantum shielding keeps your vehicles alive for a long time, which is good on the Ghost Ark.
Yeah. Quantum shielding is really, really, really
But not
good.
all the vehicles have it. So
yeah, well, it's like I think there's just the Stalker has it.
Yep.
The Ghost Ark, the Doomsday Ark. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Yeah, they're really good. Necrons are just hard to freaking kill. Droppy Glibus, I appreciate that you appreciate our endurance. We're in it to win it, baby.
We're almost there. Two more
in it
factions.
to win it. Necrons are really good. I'd say they're top 5 factions in the game, in my opinion.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Necrons are very powerful. Dark Eldar are excellent. Harlequins are great. Really and truly, the Xenos Book 1 is really powerful.
Yes, every army in it is a winner. In my opinion, except Eldar. I think Eldar are a little weak. But if you play them Yanari mixed in with the other Eldar units, they're really good.
Yep.
I don't think they're bad.
Eldrad Jr., when the vehicle dies, it loses the shielding.
You blow it up. No, trying to kill units with quantum shielding is a pain in the ass.
It's really difficult.
And one of the things I'm going to recheck, the Ghost Ark is not open topped, right? Like they got rid of that?
Yeah,
I can't remember. So. Let me check. Quantum shield. Hovering. Explodes. Yeah, it's not open topped anymore. It's kind of a bummer. But the Ghost Ark has a lot of shots and you can make reanimation protocols for units that embarked upon it. The Ghost Ark's kind of reduced in efficacy a bit.
Chris, how would Necrons do against 100 Gene Stealers? That would be a challenging fight.
Ooh, wow. That
would be challenging. I don't know if the Gene Stealers would make it, actually.
I don't think so
There's
either.
a lot of firepower, and by the time they make it, they're going to be weakened. And then the Necrons will just they'll just keep coming back.
Biff McNasty, yes, we are closing in on 1 million views. Woo! Can't wait.
Woo!
What are
Actually,
the
that's still
other?
gonna take a while.
Okay, my name is Legend. You know what? Udis, we're gonna tickle your balls a little bit longer here before we get into chaos. What do we think of the top 5 armies in the game? So, well, this is the thing. You can mix them up. Like within your faction, you can go crazy and mix stuff up, right? Like Imperium's probably number 1, right? Because you can mix
I don't know
so
if
much
Imperium's
stuff.
number 1 to be honest.
Chaos is freaking good.
Chaos, like really and truly, it's hard to actually make a top 5 in my opinion.
Let's go single faction top 5.
Single faction top 5.
And you don't have to do them in order. Just say like, what do you think your top 5 are?
Probably Space Marines are definitely up there.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would Guillen with Girly
Guillen,
Man.
yeah.
Oh, guys, so
So you
good.
got that. Imperial Knights are really good, but I don't know if they'd qualify for a single faction. Yeah, I guess so. You could probably run about.
Well, let's say more specific than Imperium.
Sure. So we've got Space Marines, and then we've got Dark Eldar are definitely up there. Harlequins,
Yes.
Orcs,
Yeah. Yes.
and Nids.
Ooh. See, I would go Harlequins, Scions. I just include them in Astra Militarum. I would go Harlequins, Astra Militarum, Dark Eldar, I agree with you. Nids, definitely. And that's tough after that. I would say, yeah, Necron. No, because Necrons can get shot down by long-range armies. I think Orcs or Nids. No, Nids. I think, did I already say Nids?
Yeah, you already said Nids. So it's between Orcs and Necrons for you.
No, Orcs are better than Necrons in my opinion.
Yeah.
Orcs are so fucking good. But the Space Marines are damn. Space Marines are
Space Marines are really good.
But God, Chaos is
Space
so
Marine- oh, we
good
forgot
too.
Chaos. I don't know. It's hard. There is
It's
no top
hard,
5.
yeah.
It's like a top 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into Chaos Space Marines.
Horse Heresy. Well, a lot of people are saying that they think Orcs are bad that haven't played the game yet.
Yep.
We
Orcs are
have.
extremely
I've played
good.
Orcs so many flipping times, and I can tell you they're not invincible, but they're really good. Frankie creamed me bad with Tau one time, but that was because every single vehicle exploded.
That was amazing.
Mechanicus are great.
Mechanicus. Oh god dang.
They're so
Yeah,
good.
I don't think there is a top 5. I
No.
think it's too even across that. There's probably like a top 8,
Yeah.
top 9.
Yeah.
All right.
No, Harlequins are absolutely top tier. My
Yes.
God, they're good.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep going because we're almost done.
Chaos Space Marines. So they have Death to the False Emperor.
This is a great ability.
Yep. Each time you roll a hit roll of a 6+ for this model with this ability in the fight phase, it can, if it was targeting an Imperium unit, immediately make an extra attack. So they get exploding 6s against Imperium units.
It's so good. Oh,
Yes.
Police Banana asked me if Hellhounds are good. Yes.
Hellhounds are extremely
Police
good.
Banana is a great name. The Devil Dog's okay. The Bane Wolf is a fucking all-star. Excuse my
Yes.
French. It's AP 3, and it wounds on a 2. And it's a flamer. And you have a heavy flamer.
Pretty good.
And it moves 12 it moves 11 inches. Yeah, they're good. I was just running up. Really good.
The icons, really and truly, the corn one is the best. It's really the only one that you'll ever see. It gives you reroll charges. Excellent. Their psychic powers. Warp time is really the only one that we need to touch on.
Freaking
It
good.
allows your unit to move as if it were the movement phase.
Prescience is amazing too.
Prescience is really good. You can add 1 to hit rolls for the unit.
Okay,
Excellent.
everyone's asking for the bottom 5.
Bottom 5.
Eldar.
I would say Eldar. What else do we got? Ooh, Eldar.
I guess like I don't know, the Custodes or something like that.
Eldar, Legion of the Damned.
Imperial Agents.
Maybe
Maybe.
Inquisition.
Yeah, I mean you can make
Honestly, don't know.
a good Inquisition army, but like they just don't have a lot of tools.
Yeah, I'd say really and truly, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe demons are down there. I don't know.
No, Sisters are amazing.
Sisters are amazing. Ah, damn it.
Sisters
there's
are
like
so good.
I don't think there's a top 5. I think there's like a top 10
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah.
Once people play more games and stuff, they'll be
I think
able
it's
to
more like
figure
most
it out more.
improved, most
Yeah.
unimproved.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about King Shit Abaddon.
Oh, Abaddon is a G. He's G'd up from the feet up.
He's a monster.
He is so good.
So he's got the Talon of Horus, which is his shooting attack, rapid fire, 2, strength 4, -1 AP, D3 damage. Really good. He has 6 attacks. He also gets his demon weapon. So
He does a mortal wound to himself.
if you roll the 1, he does a mortal wound to himself, and he can't attack with that weapon anymore. But he still gets to attack with Talus.
And and
Thank
command
you.
points.
And thank you.
Just
yes.
use Drachinin, or I mean the Talon.
Yep.
Ah.
But he gets that many additional attacks. He can get up to 12 attacks. He is a monster. And then he has a 4+ invo save. He also halves damage rounding up that he takes. And then you get to reroll failed hit for friendly Black Legion units within 6. And then friendly Heretic Astartes units within 12 inches of Abaddon automatically pass morale.
He's ridiculous.
He's a beast.
So like right away, you guys don't need us to really explain this to you, but we'll help. What we found was Chaos, like right out the gates, is like a shit ton of Havocs,
Yep.
a shit ton of Cultists, and then Abaddon just kind of like,
Yep. Predators are extremely good.
yes, Predators are so good.
Super good.
But Havocs and Predators I would put on equal to footing.
Yeah.
And because like with Havocs and Devastators, you put them in terrain, they have a 2-up save. Really good. Predator doesn't really want to move and shoot. They're roughly the same price. He gets worse ballistic skill as he gets damage, but he still gets to shoot. Plus Abaddon's twin linking him. I kind of lean towards Predators. You know what I mean? Because like you're still getting 4 shots, even though it's like getting worse. He twin links you. Pretty damn good. Man.
Abaddon is a monster, and he's really hard to kill, like somebody's talking about with the half damage.
7 wounds. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. You have damage.
Yep.
Marnius Calgar gets the same thing.
Yeah,
when you
it's,
have damage.
it's really
to him.
powerful.
Oh,
He's still killable for sure, but he
He's
is
a
a
monster.
beast. Here on Blackheart,
He's really
not
good.
that great, in
I
my
like
opinion.
him. No, he's a psycho that can cast 2 powers.
Yeah, and that's really it. He gives your Red
He has-
Corsairs automatic pass morale.
And he rerolls 1 to hit. He has the captain ability. He has the Chaos Lord, doesn't he?
Oh,
What the? Damn it!
I told you
I
he's
wanted
bad.
to use him finally.
Huron's out.
All right.
Cypher, yeah, I don't know why you would.
No,
he's okay.
Cypher's actually really good. He has 5 pistol shots.
Yeah, his pistols are good. So basically, he gets to combat, he's just shooting the shit out of you. Like, "Gah, gah, gah, gah." And then he gives fallen units reroll 1s to hit. Good job, fallen. Here are the fallen right here. Basically,
Lagarth-
chaos chance.
Oh yeah, they're just chosen. Yeah, moving on. Lagarth says, "Why are Havoc special? Because heavy weapons are really good.
Yep.
They're cheap, and they can take autocannons, missile launchers, las cannons. Honestly, the missile launcher is the best choice.
I personally like las cannons. The extra minuses, the higher strength.
I like missile launchers because it's versatile.
So good.
Because you can shoot hordes and do really good.
But they're all good choices. We've seen people take all sorts of different weapons.
Uja Jam, Guilliman and Calgar are ridiculously good.
Yep.
They're both so good.
Fabulous.
CW Dub said he just tuned in and he wants us to hype up the last 5 hours.
Sum it up.
We're almost done. Oh, sum it up.
Oh,
I
no,
thought you said,
he does say
hype it up. I'll take my shirt off and spin it in a circle.
Yeah. All right. Fabius Bile.
Good question.
What?
Biff McNasty asks if Abaddon affects Black Legion or Chaos.
Black
Black
Legion.
Legion. You'll see this
Only
over and
Black
over
Legion.
and over and over again.
Well, his buff, his rerolls to hit is only for Black Legion. His automatically passes for all Heretic
Yeah, yeah.
Astartes,
So
which
you-
is really powerful.
yeah, you run him with Cultists and Havocs or Predators and Prophet.
Yep.
It's really good.
Fabulous gets to buff up units again. It does D3 mortal wounds to them, and then they get. Or wait a minute. What D6? They
Grass-
suffer 1 mortal wound. Sorry, and then they gain the benefit for the rest of the battle.
Graspy frag missiles, if I remember correctly, they're D6 or is it D3? It's D6. It's D6 strength 4 shots.
Is it D6?
Right,
I think
let's
it's-
double
I think
check
it's
that.
D3.
I thought it was D6. Because remember, that's why Girly Man was so ridiculous. Because he gives you rerolls to hit and wound. Your frag missiles just rip apart light infantry.
Keep answering questions. Go.
Midzugargargan. Where would you place Grey Knights in your top 10?
Yeah, it's D6.
Yeah, it's D6 shots. So you get 4 D6 strength 4 shot. It's really good.
Yeah.
Where would I put Grey Knights in the top 10? Okay.
It'd probably be like 9 or 10.
Yeah, I would put Grey Knights right in the middle. And again, anything we say is from our experience, and we played as much as we possibly could, but you guys will play more than we do. And I want to hear your opinions on what you think is good. Because you guys are going to find combos we missed.
Yep.
We did our best, but you guys are going to find stuff we missed. I think Grey Knights, they hit like a freight train, but they're really low model count.
Yep.
If you play pure Grey Knights, it's better than it's been in a while, but it's still going to be a challenge.
Yep. Chaos Lord, reroll 1s to hit for friendly Legion models within 6, or units within 6.
Stir Crazy, Girly Man does not work on White Scars. Well, he has a bubble that
has
works on all
reroll
Imperial
ones,
units.
yep.
But the reroll hit and wound is only Ultramarines.
Uh,
Police Banana. Hellhound Chassis Tanks, hell, you take the heavy flamer on them every freaking time without question. The Leman Russ, it's 3 heavy flamers and a Punisher cannon or the Eradicator cannon to go forward. If you're gonna sit and shoot, I like the battle cannon and 3 heavy bolters.
Yep.
Plasma cannons are just silly. They literally blow you up. It's not fun.
Dark Apostle gives you reroll hits in close combat. Demon Princes give you reroll ones
The Dark Apostle is actually
for
quite good.
demons. Yep.
And then you know what was a surprisingly good was the Mecha Tendril guy.
Yeah. The Warp Smith.
And then the Demon Prince is only 9 wounds, or 8 wounds. So he has character wound. He can hide.
He's hiding.
Oh yeah, Lord Draconis Ultramarines are ridiculous. They're the best Space Marines by far.
Sorcerer, you take him for the psychic powers.
Yeah.
Warp Smith.
The Warp Smith's really good.
He repairs vehicles.
Yeah.
It makes them a little bit better.
He has a shit ton of attacks.
Yep. He gets a flamer, a melt gun. Chaos Space Marines are excellent. Excellent troop choice. You get all your normal Marine weaponry.
Dragon Daddy, yes, we will go through the Forge World indexes. They're going to be available on release. And we just we don't have them.
Yeah.
We don't want to just go off memory, right? Because shit changes. So we will cover them.
Chaos Cultists, excellent troop choice, very cheap, and then with Abaddon makes them better.
I know you're tired. What do you think about Chaos Space Marines? Because I found I didn't use them very much.
I already talked about them. I said they're really good. They're an excellent Marine choice.
Do you think so? Did you find this? I was taking Havocs and Chosen. I didn't really take too many Chaos Space Marines.
I said they're an excellent Marine choice. I didn't say that I would use them all that often, but I think Cultists are used a lot more.
Yeah.
Chaos Space Marines, if you want to take Marines, are excellent.
I'm just trying to get you to be real, son.
I was real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Be really real.
Listen to what I say when I say it.
No.
Rather than making me backtrack every time.
Well,
Chaos Cultists are excellent.
I think it's fun.
They get their guns. They get their rapid fire, strength 3 weapon, but with Abaddon, they get to reroll the hit. They're pretty good. Chaos Terminators are excellent, especially when you take them with warp time, so then they get to move and charge. They have all their power weapons. You get power fists. Chain fists are extremely good.
Chain fists are brutal. You'll rip a knight in half with chain fists.
Yes.
Most improved award, Dark Eldar, no question.
Yep. Khorne Berserkers are excellent, super good. The chain axes are super good, +1 strength, -1 AP. These guys are monsters to get to pile in twice and swing. And then if you take the banner, they get to reroll charge. Not bad.
Pox to Humanity is asking, how do you think Chaos Space Marines stack up against Grey Hunters? Well, considering they don't get bolt pistol, bolter, close combat weapon anymore, they don't. You can get either or.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. That was what made Chaos Space Marine troops good. Yeah, I found myself not taking Chaos Space Marines at all. Havocs, Raptors, Berserkers, amazing. Chaos Space Marines not bad, but not great.
Yep. Rubric Marines, excellent. We did the article on the faction focus. Rubric Marines are super good.
Do you think they're costed appropriately? Because that's what everybody's asking.
They're a little expensive, but I think for their damage output, I think they're fine.
And they get a 2-up save against one damage weapons.
Yeah.
So they're like Terminators, man.
They're pretty good.
And Khorne Berserkers, like you were saying, Premier, they're like up there with like Harlequins, Gene Sealers.
Yes.
They do so much damage. They're so good.
Yep. And then Plague Marines, their Disgusting Resilience is really good. They're 5+ Feel No Pain. And then they have really good weapons. Their weapons are super good.
Yeah, but I think they're the weakest.
A little expensive.
I think they're the weakest cult troop in the index.
Really? More so than Noise Marines?
I like Noise Marines. I think Noise Marines are really good. Noise Marines' damage output is really good. The Plague Marines' damage output is not.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, Noise Marines, they get their special Blast Masters and Doom Sirens. Their Doom Siren is a monster. It's only Assault D3 though. Haha, take that. No D6 for you.
Yeah, the Noise Marines get an extra attack if they're slain. I thought it was just in melee, but is it shooting?
Yeah, I think it's anytime they're slain, they get to shoot.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because there's other guys in the game that get it when they're in melee. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Noise Marines are great.
Yeah.
And then with their 4-shot bolter, they're reasonably priced. I think that they're fairly priced.
Yep. Chosen are great. You get all the special weapons. Take some meltas and stuff for when you play against those knight players.
Oh, a big change too. Cult troops are no longer immune to morale.
Correct.
Yep. So be aware of that. Trog God, Frankie, what do you think? Any medium-sized foot-slogging units of Plague Marines viable? Or should I take them metal boxes?
Take them in rhinos. I would take them in rhinos.
Berserkers.
Just so you get up the table.
Yeah, and Berserker Rhino Rush is actually really freaking good.
Yep.
Really good. What faction benefits the most from the new edition? Dark Eldar. Although Dark Eldar, Nids, Astra Militarum, Orcs all got vastly better.
Possessed, I don't know. They're not that great. They get their -2 attack or -2 AP attacks, which is okay. They're still. I don't think you're going to see them all that often. Hellbrutes got a lot better.
They're vastly better.
They got a lot better.
They're cheap and they do quite a bit of damage. I actually like them. I don't think they're like amazing, but I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it'd be fun, I think, if you took like a chaos-themed Walker army, like Mauler Fiends and Forge Fiends and Hellbrutes. I think that would actually be a really fun army.
Yeah. Mutilators. I don't know. I mean, they definitely got better than what they were. They deep strike. Hopefully make the charge, because otherwise they are slow as dirt. They only move 4 inches.
No, Mutilators are still pretty shitty.
But yeah, they're not that great.
You could deep strike them and then hit them with warp time and then charge.
Yeah.
Although you could do that.
And
with
their
Terminators.
attacks can do quite a bit of damage.
Streamin56 asks 10 Rubik Marines in a Rhino with all flamers.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is a
brutal.
good list.
You will absolutely wreck stuff.
Chaos bikes are really good. They're fast. They're just like normal Space Marine bikes. Raptors are really good. Yeah.
One of the most improved units in the game, Raptors, -1 to your morale.
Yep.
2 plasma guns, a plasma pistol, and like a power sword on the Sarge. You drop down and you just wreck stuff, and they fly around being annoying. They're so good. Like
Yes.
Raptors are like, they go from like a complete joke to being a really, really good unit. I love it.
But I think even better than that are the Warp Talons. The Warp Talons are amazing. Warp Talons were freaking garbage before.
Yeah, Warp Talons are great.
Now they're great. They get -2 AP. They get extra. I think they get 2 extra attacks with their Warp Talons because they have 2.
No, they get 1.
Is it?
Yeah, and then they can get bonus attacks in the ways. I forgot what it is, but there's no Overwatch. There's no Overwatch when they deep strike.
Yeah.
So you take a unit of 10, deep strike down. When you deep strike, you're not in, like, you can do it however you want. Like, you just have to be in unit coherency. Hit them with warp time, they jump forward 12. Multi-charge, take away everybody's Overwatch, and then your other units come in. It's a great combo. And then they hit super hard.
Yeah. Then Chaos Spawn are really good. They have AP -2 and 2 damage attacks. They Chaos Spawn are pretty beastly. Helldrake, like we were talking about earlier, is extremely good. Super fast. They have their flamer. They can charge.
Yeah, well, they move 20 inches and then they can charge.
They move 30 inches.
Oh, well,
And they can charge. Yeah.
Yeah, the
These guys
Helldrake
are
is
beasts.
really good. Oh, scroll up. There was a good question. Locke Draconis. Death Company and Terminators, pure close combat army viable. More than viable.
Yes.
More than viable.
Close combat armies are extremely
Blood
good.
Angels, they're one of the best close combat armies we found. They're so good because, again, you missed it, but there's a ton of layered buffs. RG Marcon, are you still able to take Be'lakor in a CSM army? Yeah, because he has the Chaos keyword. He's quite good. Do you expect many Grand Alliance armies and tournaments from now on? Viper 666. That's a really good question. What do you think?
Do what?
A Grand Alliance, where like cherry pick armies.
I don't know.
I think you will. I think you will at first.
I think you'll see some, but I don't think you're going to see like a ton.
Then it was another good question. Like, why do we have all these keywords for like stuff that doesn't exist yet? We can't answer that question, but use your imagination.
It's probably for something or things that are coming in the future, and maybe not.
But just, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they already have quite a few things, like the Titanic special rule ignores obstacles.
No,
and
he was
stuff
saying
that, yeah.
craft world and regiments and
Yeah.
chapter tactics and stuff.
Yep. So Land Raiders are great. Predators are excellent. We already talked about all these. Obliterators. Obliterators.
They got nerfed.
They lost their power
I hate
fist.
saying that because they're different. But
They lost their power fist, unfortunately. But their weapon is pretty good. It's at minimum strength 7, -1 AP, 1 damage. But it can get up to strength 9, -3 D3 damage. So,
Ilian, if I have 20 shots from a Gatling cannon against 10 models, are all the shots applied to 10 models? Okay, we explained this, but really quickly. If the Gatling cannon does 1 damage per shot, you can kill 20 models. You can kill as many models as you have shots. The damage is applied after the save is failed.
Yep.
Right? So if you had a 20-shot D3 damage gun, you could still only kill 20 models, but you could do 60 damage potentially.
Yeah.
We explained it at length in the beginning of the video.
Forge Fiends are okay.
They're a lot better.
They're definitely better. Still don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of them. Mauler Fiends, on the other hand, are great because they can't be immobilized anymore, so they're still running around the table.
I think Mauler Fiends are great now.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Mauler Fiends are excellent.
Yeah, but you can't be immobilized. Way harder to kill.
Yep.
I always go with the Lasher Tendrils because you get extra attacks. Although the Magma Cutters are not bad, they're pistols.
Yep.
I think Mauler Fiends are really, really good.
For sure. Defilers are excellent. They have 2 heavy flamers, and then they have their battle cannon, and they have a lot of attacks. They're pretty good.
So the Forge Fiend is who you use Prescience on to give him +1 to hit. And then you take all Ectoplasma Cannons. He gets 3d3, Strength 7, AP3, D3 damage shots.
Yep. Is it for shooting as well?
I think it's only in shooting, if I remember correctly.
No, I think it might just be +1 all the way.
I thought, is it just +1 to hit? Yeah, you're right.
Hit rolls, yeah.
So, gosh, that's great. Put that on a big unit of Berserkers.
Yeah.
Just wreck people. One of us is tapping our foot. Thank you for pointing that out.
Khorne, Lord of Skulls. What did you think about this guy?
He's good.
He's a beast.
He's good. I mean, all the
So
guys. He's really expensive. I mean, I think he's a little too expensive, but he does hit like a freight train. He's good. I think I'd rather have a couple knights.
Yeah.
The Chaos Knight is the better knight because you take double battle cannons. It's just ridiculous.
Yep.
And then they go into the special characters for the legions. Karn the Betrayer is ridiculous.
Yeah. He's
Graspree, where Black Templars tested. Everything was tested. So yes.
Karn the Betrayer is a monster. He gets pile in twice, swing. He has 6 attacks, rerolling 1s. He's super good.
Yeah, he's a monster. Like he piles in and attacks twice. It's just in our games he'll just kill whole units.
Yep.
Just brah. He's just such a monster. Oh,
Magnus the Red is a complete badass. His smite can do 2d6 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
If he rolls a 10. He also gets +2 to his casting, so it's pretty likely he'll get some 10s in there.
Yeah.
And then in close combat, he does crazy amounts of damage. He has 7 attacks that are hitting on 2s, strength 16, -4 AP, 3 damage each.
No, Magnus Red is
he will eat through a night by himself.
He's one of the biggest ass kickers in the game.
Yes.
Like it's really hard to deal with him. He has a 4-up invul. He rerolls 1s of invul saves. Makes everybody reroll 1s of invul saves that are 1,000 suns. He like flies up, blasts you, and then he chops something in half, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
God. Somebody was asking about the Satan because we did skip over those, so let's give them a quick. They're good.
They're at the end.
Are they at the very end?
No, they're there.
So they're the main thing is their characters, and they have 8 wounds, so they can hide. Like right away, that's amazing.
Yep.
Nightbringer, strength 7, T7, 8 wounds, 4-up invulnerable save. He knows 1 power of the Satan. They have a whole bunch of powers they can pick. And his weapon, or his Gaze of Death, Assault D6, AP4, D3 damage per hit, wounds on a 2. Brutal.
Yep.
Brutal. And then his melee weapon, AP4, wounds on a 2 unless it's a vehicle, D6 damage per hit, 4 attacks. Brutal. Yeah, they're great.
Ujium, yes, so basically an 8+ for Magnus. He does 2d6 mortal wounds.
And then the Deceiver is not nearly as powerful, but he can redeploy units. You can like bait somebody and then move them afterwards. And he adds morale. He debuffs people's morale near them. They're good. They're good choices.
Yep. Then you've got the Zangers. The Zangers are pretty cool. They have their Zanger Blades, which is -1 damage. You get an extra attack, so they have 2 attacks each. They also have a 5+ invo save, and they get to reroll failed hit rolls in the fight phase when they're targeting a character.
Prime Beef says, nice to pay. Thanks.
Oh.
I paid a lot of money for it.
Right on. Then you've got the Scarab Occult Terminators.
They're solid.
They're really good. They get +1 to their save if the weapon only has 1 damage, just like the normal Rubric Marines. And then they get their Sorcerer. They can teleport. They have all their extra special weapons, heavy Warp Flamer, and all that good stuff.
Get Smasher Gaming, Knobs and Mega Knobs are very, very different.
Yeah. Yes.
Mega Knobs are, in my experience, they're really good for soaking Overwatch and then going in and like leading the way for the other boys. Knobs are like just good. Like you can give them combi scorches. They each have a heavy flamer. It's ridiculous. Knobs are. I mean, you can give combi scorches to Mega Knobs too. They're both great.
Yeah. Then we've got Typhus. Typhus is a beast.
Don't you laugh at me. Don't you fucking
The
laugh at me.
comments are legendary.
Don't laugh at me. You guys are hurting my feelings.
Typhus is really good. His Destroyer Hive is a pistol with 2d6 shots, strength 4, minus 3 AP. Always hits on a 5, even in Overwatch. What else does he do? He does all sorts of stuff.
Loopy has the right. Pick the models that you like. Pick a faction you like. Pick the models you like. Start from there. 8th is a very forgiving addition. Com Corrail. We already covered Assassins, but they're baller as shit. They're really good. They're cheap.
Typhus gives Poxwalkers +1 strength and toughness.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Typhus is a monster.
Yep. The Lord of Contagion is really good as well. He has Disgusting Resilience. He's just a beat stick. He's got his Plague Reaper, which he has 4 attacks, strength 6, minus 3 AP, 3 damage, and you get to reroll wound rolls of 1.
Yeah, and then we've got other cool stuff. Poxwalkers are arguably one of the best troop traits available to Chaos.
Yep.
You'll see Cultists more, but if you want to play Nurgle, Poxwalkers are ridiculously good meat shield. Just because they're immune to morale. Like, they're just ridiculous. With or without Typhus, they're amazing. And then you have a Malignant Playcaster who has more powers. Nurgle, Tzeentch, and Slaanesh, they all give you their own psychic powers. They're really good. Donnie Gagarkran, thank you so much for subscribing.
Yep.
And remember, guys, we're going to be doing all kinds of content all week. We're super hyped to finally be able to talk about 8th.
Rauchu Casa says, what is your opinion on Tank Bustas?
They're really good. They're really, really good. The only problem is that they're so good is that your opponent is going to do everything he can to keep them away. Because each guy has it's AP 2 or 3 rocket that does 3 damage. You only use one grenade. You don't use your grenades in melee now. That's a big nerf to them, relatively. But they're still an excellent shooting unit because their weapon is assault, so they can move and shoot it at no penalty. But they're still hitting on the 5. I like Tank Busters a lot. I find that I tend to use Ludas more though because of the range. Typhus is great. Noxious Blightbringers are really, really cool. 4 wounds apiece. 5-inch move. Disgusting Resilient. Nurgle's good, man. If you do a mixed Nurgle army with Mortal and Demon units, I think you're going to have a really, really effective army. Because with Nurgle, you can still take things like Havocs and such. Right? I'm not being stupid, right?
Huh? No, I don't think.
We just take a Chaos army with the Nurgle keyword.
Yeah. They take Predators.
Oh, yeah, that's it. They have a list. That's right.
Yep.
So you just take Predators. So you can do a lot. You can do a lot with it. And the Nurgle Demons are really good. Like, Plague Nurglings are ridiculous.
Yes, Nurglings are monsters, dude.
Yeah. Got a couple more units. The Photo Blow Drone. Why don't you guys ask us questions? Like, we're just kind of reading. Frankie's tired.
We're getting. Oh, I'm tired. You're tired.
I'm on point, son. Look at me. I never felt.
All right,
better.
talk about Lucius the Eternal then.
Was shitty still. No, I'm just kidding. He's a 5++. If he attacks a character, he gets 2 extra attacks. Yeah, he's all right.
All right, excellent, cool. Get out of here. All right.
Ask us questions.
Moving on to demons. You guys have any chaos questions? Shoot us some chaos questions.
This is good. Let's spice it up, baby. Bomb squigs. What do I think?
Why is everybody still asking orc questions?
Because orcs are awesome.
Orcs were like 3 hours ago.
Get out of here. Hand me that book. Bomb squigs are fun. Flayed ones are ridiculous. Shambles, where have you been? We already talked about flayed ones at length. They're amazing.
Flayed ones are extremely good. All right, moving on to chaos demons.
Oh my God! Someone's asking about transports. Where have you? Hour 6. We already.
Gosh.
We spent an hour talking about transports.
We're never gonna get done.
You gotta watch the whole thing.
Let's start over.
All right. Yeah, let's just start over from where to go. That'd be fun. Let me see. Tank Busters.
This is the last faction.
Good.
This is the last faction.
I'm getting a beer after this. I feel like I earned it.
I'll get some cheese.
Some cheese?
That's what it's all about. Just cheese.
What are you?
Just a big tub of cheese.
You're weird. What the
How does the movement phase work, Reese?
Oh my God. Are you kidding? That's a joke, right?
You move models, duh.
Yeah, get out of here.
How hungry are we? Pretty hungry.
I haven't eaten since 7:30.
This guy said he's eating an enchilada. You're a jerk.
I don't even remember what bomb squigs do. The death.
They blow up.
Oh shit. Squig Bomb. That's what they put it the wrong name in the damn thing. It's Assault 1.
Strength 8 minus 2 d6 damage.
It's garbage.
Boom.
It hits on a 5.
All right, Chaos Demons. Let's finish this bad boy up. So demons get a 5+ invo save, extremely good.
Yeah.
Corn demons. What do they get?
Demon Princes are really good because they can hide.
Corn demon units when they charge or are charged or perform a heroic intervention. Basically, the first round of combat, they get +1 strength, +1 attacks. Demons of Tzeentch get +1 to their invo save, so they go to a 4+. Nurgle get disgusting resilience, they get a 5+, feel no pain, and Slaanesh always strike first, even if they're charged. Really good.
Yeah, the Quicksilver Strike is ridiculous.
Yep. And then they have psychic powers. Characters. Scarbrand is a beast. Scarbrand is awesome. So all units, friend or foe within age of Scarbrand, don't have to take morale checks, so he buffs your opponent. But nobody can leave combat. You can't fall back.
It's ridiculous.
It's like everybody stay here.
It's like Scarbrand is game changing. It's in like Tau. Any shooting army hates him, but the thing is, you kill him before he gets anywhere near you because he's slow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he moves 8 inches.
The Grot Bomb does not hit on a 2+. Were you guys saying that?
Don't know. Bloodthirsters, extremely good. They have a lot of attacks. They hit really hard.
They're fast.
In most cases, they're doing d6 damage.
What does Deaththirster do again? It's been so long since we played this guy, I forget.
Which one is that?
He has the Insensate Rage. He has the Super Axe.
Just d6.
Roll. It's 2d6.
And then pick the highest.
Oh, he's like the Avatar. He's like the Avatar, but better.
Yeah, with 6
that's
attacks.
Brutal.
They also give Corn Demon units within 6 immune to morale. Sweet. Right. Herald of Corn gives Corn units, Corn Demon units +1 strength, as long as they're within 6. Really good. Bloodletters are really good troops. Bloodletters, they get +1 to hit rolls if you have a unit of 20 or more.
So the Bomb Squig does hit on a 2+. I say he's good.
And then if you roll a 1 for morale, if you have a demonic icon for Bloodletters, you get d6 slain models back and you pass the morale check.
Somebody's asking about points again.
I think they're joking.
Where have you been?
I think they're joking. But basically, Bloodletters, 1 attack, and then they have all sorts of crazy bonuses.
Then if you have a unit of like 10 or more,
20, they get +1 to hit.
Yeah, their Bloodletters are excellent.
Yeah, so
I think the Corn Demons and the Slaanesh Demons are actually my favorite.
Yeah,
they're really good. But then with Tzeentch, you can run around doing smite spam. It's not like mega powerful, but you do chip away at people.
Yeah.
Demons are really good. Like demon players now are gonna be like, oh, my army's nerfed. That's because you don't get 2,000 free points.
Yeah, it's definitely a big change. Fate Weaver is definitely not as good as he used to be, but you get an additional D3 command points, so that's pretty cool. And he's actually not bad in close combat. He has 5 attacks. He strength 8, -3 AP, d6 damage each. And if he kills a character, you get a Chaos Spawn.
Pretty good. Crispy86, the talk screen is mediocre. CW Dub, which armies are you most hyped to play for, Reese and Frankie?
Sisters and Dark Eldar.
Tyranids, Orcs, Ash Militarum for me. Did we play any of these armies against Primaris Marines? Yes, they're fine. Primaris Marines are like vanilla. I don't know. Like I didn't think that they were really. What do you have? I don't have anything intelligent to say. I thought they were like pretty good.
Yeah. No, I don't.
The flying guys were my favorite. Like I thought that they were pretty damn good.
They're good. They're really good. So then also Fate Weaver, his smite is 36 inches opposed to 18. Lord of Change's smite is 30 inches opposed to 18. Tzeentch is one of those spamming smite armies.
Yes,
and they are
that's what they do.
Extremely good at it.
Favorite and least favorite rule change. For me, favorite rule change, no more characters doing units with lacking powers to do that. Least favorite rule change, vehicles exploding or plasma guns exploding and killing you. I really don't like that.
That is like the dumbest rule.
Yeah, Abaddon's in his Land Raider explodes and he dies. You're like
sick.
Good. Survived 13 Black Crusades, the Horus Heresy, and he died because shrapnel hit him. He should have put his helmet on.
My favorite rules change? Shoot, I don't know. I'd say going to auras. I like auras. Auras are fun.
Yeah.
My least favorite would be probably exploding vehicles as well. Losing your character is really.
It's not fun. I don't like it. I don't like exploding vehicles in general because vehicles explode and then they do mortal wounds to everybody around them. We had a game where Frankie blew up 5 of my 6 trucks.
Yep.
Each truck exploded. This is highly unlikely. And then it exploded. And, my army was dead before I even got to play.
So then I think it's important to touch, because you guys all notice it. All heralds give +1 strength. Little weird, especially for Tzeentch units. Not really a big fan.
Viper 666 vehicles don't get locked in close combat unless you surround them and they can't move over you. It doesn't happen that often. Usually just back away.
Yeah, but Heralds of Tzeentch on discs are extremely good for mortal wounds. Tzeentch armies are really good.
They dish out.
Super
Tzeentch
powerful.
just dishes out a lot of damage.
The Horrors cast Smite, but it's a lesser version. The Exalted Flamers are really good. They get Flamers. Not bad. And then they also have pistols, so they can still shoot while they're in close combat. Strength 5, -2 AP. Not bad. With D6 shots.
Saranoff, no, I don't think there's too many ways to do mortal wounds in the game. I think that I would almost be willing to take a little bit more, honestly. Mm-hmm. They're a really good equalizer in the game.
Yep. Screamers they're okay. Their Lamprey's Bite isn't as powerful as it used to be, but it's +2 strength, -3 AP, 2 damage.
Del Toro, what are the Necrons' role in the story? We actually have been asked not to talk about the fluff. They don't want us to spoil it for anybody, so we won't.
So you guys have to read all the books.
Just read it. The story's really good, though. They advance everything. It's fun.
All right, Epidemus is back, baby. Bring back that tally. So every time, what is it?
Hey,
Anytime
Mr.
you kill
Tallyman, tally me
Banana.
or bodies.
Add 1 to the tally every time you kill an enemy unit with a Nurgle demon unit. So once you get up to 2, you reroll hit rolls of 1 for friendly Nurgle demon units. 3, increase the move characteristic of demons by 1. 4 is increase their strength by 1. 5 is increase their toughness by 1. 6 is increase their attack characteristic by 1. And 7 is reroll 1s on their disgusting resilience.
Somebody asked, split's the limit you pay for the units that spawn.
Yeah, so pinks can still split, but you have to pay for the additional units that are coming out. There's still really good combos with that. People are doing the blue horror split. It's extremely
It's still good, but it's
Yes.
just you just have to pay for it now, which is fair.
Yeah.
Right. So Nick Nanavati will have to take his Cocoa Puff
Cocoa
Brimstone
Puff.
Horrors and do something else with them. Go Boy is up in here. What's that, playa?
But yeah,
My
Nurgle's
haircut is
extremely
fly.
good.
Thank you. Yes, it's not a toupee, by the way. Nurglings are one of the best units in the game.
Nurglings are great. They get to infiltrate, and then they can move and charge. So, yep, not bad. They're 9 inches away. They move 5 and then charge you. And then the rest of your army marches forward and brings the death blow. Slaanesh, extremely good, like we were talking about. They all get to strike first, which is huge. Their psychic powers are excellent. Yeah, do you guys have any questions about demons?
You're just reading them. This is boring. Ask us questions about the demons.
I know.
Go Boy, no, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't go to ATC this year. Jeff has to go to Spain, and we have to get ready for the BAO. Tyranid Shrikes, they're good.
I don't think we need this book anymore.
They're good.
I don't think people care.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention at the end there.
How does demon summoning work? You have to have points in reserve, and then you can summon them.
There's a specific mechanic for it.
You have to roll above their power rating.
Yeah, that's
on
it.
2d6
Yeah.
or 3d6, I think. Yeah, it's
Let's
3d6.
check. 'Cause-
3d6. If you roll above their power rating, you get the unit.
But then you have to have points set aside for it. You don't get free
Yep.
stuff anymore.
So there are some things that you can't summon, like Scarbrand, because I think he's power rating like 19 or something.
Yeah, unless you were able to get buffs. Where is the damn summoning? Yeah, it's a completely new mechanic. Demonic Ritual. Roll up to 3 dice. This is your summoning roll. You can summon 1 new unit with a demonic ritual ability to the battlefield that has a power rating equal to or less than the total result, so long as it has the same Chaos God keyword you chose at the start. This unit is then treated as reinforcements. Your army is placed anywhere on the battlefield that is within 12 inches of the summoner and within 9 inches of enemy models.
People are asking who can summon.
I think anybody.
Any of the
can.
psychers, I believe.
I don't even know if you have to be a psyker. They changed it.
Mighty God King.
Chaos character.
Yeah.
Any chaos character can summon.
Mighty God King, Keeper of Secrets, are I don't know what that, and Plague Papa Nurgle. They're both really good. Yes.
Keeper of Secrets. We'll answer that. Oh, and then Trader Knights are amazing. We already talked about Knights, so let me see. Keeper of Secrets, 12-inch move, weapon skill 2, ballistic skill 3, strength 6, T7,
6 attacks.
12 wounds, 6 attacks. The thing that makes it so gnarly is that like you get snapping claws
Snapping claws.
that are strength 6, AP 2, 3 damage a pop. It makes D3 additional attacks with this weapon. Each time you make a wound roll of a 6+, it's Rend 4 or AP 4. Or then you do the Wit Sealer Sword, and if you wound somebody, they get -1 to hit. It's the Keeper of Secrets is really good.
Yeah.
It just does like up to 9 attacks, just rocking people.
Yep. Hunlo, I missed all the Thousand Sun stuff. Will you be posting all this stuff up at a later time?
The
This
VOD
video will go up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should be doing articles and stuff like that as well.
Soundwave JW is a Lord of Change worth taking.
He's okay. If you're gonna take a smite spam list, yeah, and he's pretty good in close combat. So
Go boy, yeah. Your detachments have to have all the same faction keyword. So you could do like you could have Abaddon as an HQ. You could have Bloodletters as a troop. You could have Chaos Space Marines as another troop. You could have Predators, and then you could have another Demon unit. Yeah, you can mix and match.
can you summon, move, and assault? That's a good question.
When they summon in, they can assault, but they can't move.
Blue Cannery are Blue Scribes any good in 8th? They're really good in Age of Sigmar. I totally agree they're good in Age of Sigmar. I don't remember how good they were in 8th.
Blue Scribes. The Blue Scribes, let me see. Decent stats. What's their special rule? He automatically manifests 1 randomly selected psychic power from each discipline, each psychic phase, plus any psychic powers that are siphoned from the enemy psychic phase. So you randomly cast power automatically. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We played these guys so long ago. We're a little rusty on demons. Sorry.
Are they bringing back previously removed units / characters like Grandmaster, Mordrak, and Grey Knights? I don't know.
To our knowledge, and we are not experts, to our knowledge, they're only making rules for models that they have.
Yep.
So there might be guys that get squatted, but we don't know. What are the combos for CSM? Okay, besides Wartime and Terminators, Deep Striking Raptors are amazing. We talked about Abaddon. Abaddon with Havocs, Predators, and Cultists is amazing.
Havocs are excellent. Predators are excellent.
I literally just said that.
Yeah, I was just.
You need to listen to me.
Reiterate.
It's like you don't know me anymore.
You know what?
You need to listen to me more.
Is this going to be the golden age of 40K? Yes.
I think so.
Yes, it is.
I think so. Because you're going to see some bullshit stuff. Let's just talk about that. You'll see some bullshit stuff right out the gates, like a Void Shield Generator and like, I don't know, 3 Knights or some dumb shit. Or three Chaos Knights and Magnus. And those lists are really fast. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm. They play fast.
The game's over in like 30 minutes, but it's not necessarily super fun. That's something that you're going to see. Storm Boys are amazing. Don't worry. They're so stupidly fast, it doesn't even matter. Orcs don't have any reserve stuff, like very, very few. That's my only complaint about Orcs. Are we going to see armies with a lot of characters to create little blobs of stuff? It depends on the army. Orcs and Necrons definitely play that way. Yep. Dark Eldar don't use barely any characters. Asher Militarum use like 2, maybe 3.
Yep. Some armies are character dependent, others are not.
My Tyranids, I use 1 or 2 characters. I use maybe 2. Like Tyranids don't need it. But like Orcs, Necrons, you take like all the characters that you can. The Terminus Ultra is ridiculous. I don't. It's like 10 las cannons or something stupid.
Yeah.
Hand me the book. That's good for a laugh. We'll go over that one. Mariona's done full makeup tutorial in the back over here. But she's a stud for hanging in there. Yeah, let's talk about that. Shrike is great. I forgot. Shrike's really good. He's the cheapest chapter master. Pedro Cantor is a badass. I really like it.
Heldrick is saying, how is Tau supposed to stay relevant without effective assault or psychic powers?
Because
their shooting is really good.
You know, and besides, Storm Surges have mortal wound missiles. Those things are savage.
Yeah.
Like destroyer missiles.
Yeah, they will be able to hang just fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, trust me, your tower are just fine. They are. I think that they've changed the most though in the way that they play.
Yeah. Udas, how are my Templars?
Black Templars.
Felt like they were, unfortunately.
Well, okay, Space Marines are good. Black Templars like literally don't get any. Well, no, that's not true. They have the Emperor's Chump. They have Helbrecht. They have
Emperor's
Grimaldus.
They have their own special characters. They have their own buffs, but it's basically like it was in 7th, where they're like Space Marines plus like a few extra little things.
I can't. Where is the stupid Terminus Soldier? Who cares? It is ridiculous. So
Gits smashing gaming, please. I'm done getting tabled on turn 2 because I'm orcs. Well,
Oh,
you're
don't
not
worry about it.
gonna get tabled on turn 2. Don't worry about that.
I'll
Your
start
orcs
putting.
are super good.
I'll put up some of my lists that I've played that I've had really good results with, and hopefully that helps. But if you're an orc player, like rejoice. Like you are so much better than. I played. I think I probably played the most games in practice with orcs and nids, honestly, and they're so flipping good.
Yep.
You have so many ways to play, man. Oh yeah, Skyrays fire out Mortal Wounds too. That's right. I forgot about that.
Deltarada, fastest unit in the game. Probably the Solitaire.
Well, besides flyers.
Besides vehicles, yeah.
Yeah. Did we play with fortifications? I actually don't use them that frequently. They're good. The Void Shield Generator is like, I think, too good. Yeah. Can you talk about Warp Talons? We already did. They're really good.
Yeah, he's asking about the wording of their Lightning Claw because it is a little different than other people's.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting confused about that, huh?
Yeah, because it says they take 2 Lightning Claws and they get an additional attack with this weapon.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
That probably needs some clarification. Because Lightning Claws give you a bonus attack if you have 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, it just says,
okay.
it's over here. It just
Yeah,
says Lightning
yeah.
Claw, but they buy
And they
2
have
Lightning
2.
Claws.
Maybe that was the intent.
I don't know.
Probably not. They probably weren't meant to have that many attacks.
Yep. Sorry that you missed the Imperium part. That was at the very beginning. Custodes and Inquisition, they're both solid.
They're good.
Custodes are really good in close combat. And
Each
pretty good in shooting.
Custodes is like a character.
Yes,
They
they're
hit
monsters,
like a Space Marine captain, like each.
just like in the fluff.
Oh my God! Quit asking us questions we already answered. Ah!
All right.
You
You
know,
guys
there-
have any more questions?
any new questions?
Anything new?
But just kidding.
Going once.
Going with Russ, Blood Claws and Grey Hunters. The problem you will have is deciding which one to take because they're both excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weird Boy is so good. He's amazing. Thunderhammers are better than Power Fists. There are no fire arcs on vehicles. They have a 360-degree fire. Golden Drac.
Can we talk about Dark Shrouds?
Dark Angels are freaking amazing.
No, just Dark Shroud. That's all I want.
Yeah, I think it's -1 to hit.
I can't remember.
Frankie's tattoo says, "I like short skirts on big boys."
What does your toupee say?
I will make America great again. Thank you.
well said.
Thank you.
Well said.
The game is 2,000 points match play. That's the standard. You can play whatever you want. Vespids are decent. No, Dark Shrouds don't suck, actually. They're quite good.
They're not even in the book, so don't worry about it.
Why is Typhus cheaper than Lord of Contagion? I don't know.
It's a good question.
We didn't write the points.
Probably an oversight. Yeah, where is this thing?
The Vengeance Battery, yeah, some of the fortifications are seriously not appropriate for tournament play. Put it that way.
Dark Shroud. Your opponent must subtract 1 from any hits they make for shooting attacks at targeted friendly Dark Angels unit within 6 inches of this model.
It's amazing.
Boom.
The Dark Shroud is ridiculously good.
Yep.
The Demon Prince is really good because he's a character with 8 wounds. That means he can hide behind models and he hits really hard. He has good psychic powers. The Demon Prince is a solid choice.
Yeah.
What are command dice for? Get out of here. We're not going over that again. Kroot are amazing. You need Bubble Wrap. If you have a static army, you need Bubble Wrap, and that's where Kroot come in. There's lots of ways to buff them.
Yep.
They're a really good troop.
Storm Ravens are okay. They have a lot of firepower. They're just really expensive. And then Dread Knights are pretty good.
Dread Knights are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grey Knights are solid, man. They're really good. Question up, do you need a balance between anti-infantry and anti-tank? Absolutely yes. Because you're going to run into horde armies and you can run into like quadruple knight armies, and you need to be able to deal with it. Is this edition fun? This is the most fun I've ever had playing 40K.
Yep.
Straight up. What about
What
the
about
Demolisher?
tanks?
Unfortunately sucks. The Vindicator cannon is not good.
Yep.
Sorry. We
Would you
tried.
take Scarabases for bubble wrap in a Necron army?
Nah.
Not really. I'd take Warriors.
Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors are better.
The Vindicator is he's not terrible, but he's pretty close to it. The Vindicator's not good, unfortunately.
Sorry about that, Apocalypse 448. We're just getting delirious.
I know. People are asking us questions we've answered like 10 times, Apocalypse, so
Yeah.
no hard feelings. We're just tired. Command points are used for stratagems.
Yep.
And then there's 3 stratagems in the book to start.
T-Suns, are they more of a shooty army with
Oh, yeah.
psychic boosts? Yes, they're
Yeah.
a really good shooting army.
Their melee is decent, but they shoot so well.
Yeah, T-Suns aren't a close combat army. at all.
No. Vindicators aesthetically look cool. So the Demolisher cannon is the same thing. If you move, you get -1 to hit. So Lehman Russ is like, no, they ignore it on the turret. But like a Space Marine, you get D3 shots and hitting on a 4.
Yeah.
So it's like you're averaging 2 shots, you're averaging 1 hit. It's just not good. A Predator has 4 las cannons. Its damage output is better all the time, longer range.
Yep.
The Vindicator's not terrible, it's just not good.
Lord Draconis, Grav Cannon plus Guilliman equals great.
Yes,
Yes.
it does. Yes, it does.
A lot of things plus
You know-
Guilliman equals great.
Guilliman is ridiculous. I think he's too good. He's not like game breaking. I just like what you're going to see, in my opinion, is that Space Marines are going to be Ultramarines every time, and it's always going to be Guilliman, and it's going to get really dull.
Yeah.
And when I say Space Marines, I mean actual Space Marines. Like Wolves and Blood Angels and Dark Angels are really good. But it'll be like White Scars, where everyone was playing White Scars. It's going to be like that with Ultramarines, in my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. But like Sniper Scouts with Guilliman, like, it's ridiculous.
out.
It's so good.
Groving Grove 001. What orc units do I use versus Tau? I've always had a rough time. Use a lot of missiles. Trucks are great.
The jump with a unit of 30 boys.
Yep.
Ludas are really good against Tau.
Ludas are extremely good against Tau.
Yeah. Orcs, like I said, in our games in Orcs and Tau, like I think the Orcs were up a little bit. Now that doesn't mean it's going to be the same for everybody. Frankie and I are both pretty good players, and we play each other a lot. But like in the past, it would have been like 9-1 Tau beating Orcs, you know. So like the fact that Orcs were like even like at an even ratio, I think tells you a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's really good.
Cronus 101. I would take Flayed Ones every time.
Flayed Ones are so good.
are monsters.
Well, they come with their own delivery mechanism. They
Yeah.
deep strike, and like Lich Guard hit way harder. Well, maybe not, I don't know. Like Flayed Ones are they're good.
Flayed Ones are so good. I mean, with the character buffs, you're hitting on 2s, rerolling wounds, and you have 5 attacks.
Yeah, I mean Lich Guard are really good. Like you can
so
send Lich
good.
Guard into like a knight and like kick. You can chop his wee off. But I think in general terms that the Flayed Ones are going to be the better choice.
Yeah.
Someone was asking what makes NIDS good. There's so many things that make NIDS good. I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
They have synergy. They have deployment options. They can do mortal wounds. They have morale control. They're fast. They have good shooting. They have good melee. The points are generally, there's a couple outliers, but generally speaking, the points are good. I think NIDS are one of the best armies in the game. No question.
John Campos is asking about points.
We're not going to go too much
yeah.
into the points because we don't want to spill the beans too much. We've dropped points here and there a little bit, but
Yeah.
we don't want to just like read off the points because that would probably GW probably wouldn't like us to do that, and I don't think that's not the right thing to do. Like we're not here to we're here to get you guys pumped up and get excited to buy stuff, hopefully from us.
Yep. Gray, Splinter, Witches. Witches are extremely good because they hold you in combat, allowing your incubi to actually kill stuff.
And is my hair all puffed up now? Is that what everyone's laughing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I ran out of pomade.
How many Necron infantry do you think they need? Everything is so expensive.
They're expensive because they're good.
Yes, and they come back. So
Yeah.
they're
Warriors,
really good.
like Frankie was taking 60 plus warriors.
Yep.
The Thunder and Storm Shield Terminators are still really good. I actually really like Lightning Claws. How do drones hold up against Pathfinders? Frankie was using drones every time.
Yep. Trueborn, would you think 2 Void Raven bombers and a 2 kill?
No, that's really
I would
good.
just take. I would take 1 personally.
I actually like the Ravagers the most.
Yeah.
Ravagers are just so good. The void shield generator is like broken.
Shambles, how good will snipers be? We were kind of talking about it. It's, I don't
It
know.
depends on the snipers.
It'll be okay. Some snipers will be great at it. Some
Yeah.
won't. And
The
then some
Vindicator.
armies will be terrified of snipers and
Yeah.
others won't.
Vindicator is crazy good. Death marks are really good, and I think the Tau sniper drones are probably the best.
Yep. Cronus 101, you would take, I would take a 20-man unit of flayed ones, and then you just string them back, and then the characters.
Yeah, when you deep strike, you don't have to be in a clump. You can you just have to maintain squad coherence to be 9 inches away from the enemy.
Yeah.
So, Dark Sedank says, what do Raven Guard get for command points? Everyone has the same command points at this point in time. Everyone has 3 to choose from for now.
What does the Void Shield do?
Oh, God. How are Blood Angels? You guys, did you just turn in? Blood Angels are amazing. They kick the shit out of people in close combat. They're really good.
Yeah. How good are destroyers? We already talked. Destroyers are excellent. Satans are pretty good. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, guys,
All
we're,
right, guys.
we're dying.
Thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hopefully, we got most of your questions answered. If not,
Did we
go
seriously
ahead
just stream for 6 hours?
Yes, we did. Go ahead and jump on the comments. We have the blog post on the website. Go ahead and ask all the questions there. We'll try to answer as many as possible. And hope you guys enjoy it.
And once again, if you guys want to purchase, if you want to pre-order 8th edition, head on over to Frontline Gaming and you can get it at a discount, free shipping over $99. We'd really appreciate your guys' patronage. For those of you who decided to subscribe today, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. We're going to give you guys a ton of coverage. We're going to be sharing all the knowledge that we've got. We want you guys to get good at the game too. Just not better than us because we want to beat you when you play. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say because you're going to find stuff that we missed. And I can't wait to see the exciting combos that you guys come up with. But please stay tuned. Please follow the channel. Consider subscribing. We really appreciate it. The money helps to pay for the internet and all the equipment. Mariana's makeup, which she just put on while she was doing the thing. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this. And over on Frontline Gaming on the comment section of this blog post, if you want to let us know what we missed, what you'd like to see, if there's any more focused stuff you'd like to get, please let us know. We'll be happy to do it. Same goes on the comments on our YouTube channel. Yep. We'll really dig in and give you guys more info. We're not going to go into the fluff. We're not going to go into the points too much because it's too early. But we'll give you guys more tactics and tips and that kind of thing.
Yep. All right, guys. Bye.